Hi and welcome to this video, and this video is going to be another video for you who grew up with a narcissistic mother in a series where I reflect on situations that different women and men write into me, anonymously of course, and perhaps you recognize yourself in this. And in this video I want to talk about a woman who has not realized until she's about 60 years old that she has been scapegoated, that she was the scapegoat in the family, and she's really frustrated because her siblings do not see the truth at all. They just defend their mother and they're angry with her and basically being flying monkeys. And she wants to heal herself. She wants to be healed, and she wants to and she feels she needs other people who have experienced the same kind of childhood trauma, and to get more peace of mind. So this is like, I'll just first say that my name is Åse Vegriff, and I'm a survivor myself, and so I've gone this lifelong school of this particular kind of trauma myself, and it's even made me into a therapist. I'm a registered counselor, and I provide one-on-one therapy, and you can contact me to work with me. I also have programs and an email community. There are links in the description of this video. I also have a 12-week healing journey for you with a narcissistic mother that can really help you with this kind of process that I'm talking about here and now. So it's very common to not see the picture around a narcissistic mother and your family situation for such a long time. I mean, I just know for myself that I've trained as a therapist, and before I even began training I had years of therapy, and it's not like I even realized that at that point when I was in my first years of therapy, this awareness has come gradually, and it's because the full of extent of the cruelty and of the trauma and of the threat that this emotional abuse, if not also other kind of abuses and neglects, is just too horrendous, too threatening. Because in order to form a functional self, knowing ourselves, loving ourselves, living well, thriving the way we're meant to, we need a lot of emotional good care from our parents. And you are talking about having a narcissistic mother is like having a witch of a mother. It's disaster area completely. So in that circumstance, we defend against seeing it. And we're also in an environment where nobody else sees it. This is a very hidden, I mean, it can be your entire life that nobody is willing to speak the truth. Nobody is willing to even hear you out. Nobody is willing to step next to you in your and see what, you know, where you're at. Because people are scared, they sense the threat perhaps subconsciously, and they get pulled in very often by the perpetrator against us. So like in a family, there's the family trance, she's got control over the family narrative, there's the pretend thing, and there is this kind of dysfunction means that she needs an outlet, and she needs a scapegoat, so that she can always blame you for this. So my concern when hearing this is, my gosh, all the wounds you've carried on your shoulders for that long, and not realizing you were a scapegoat, because what have you then put upon yourself? What have you then experienced? How have you explained this when you didn't realize that you were scared? Those are the wounds that we can have a lot of things happen to us that are negative, but as long as there's somebody there seeing it and helping us and placing things right, we can also survive and heal through and grow through a lot of things. But when you're left on your own and there's complete denial and scapegoating and active pushing you down and blaming you and making you impossible and so on, and there's a whole system doing it, that probably means that your self-worth, knowing yourself, all these things that then later need healing have probably caused you a lot of injury. But you are not alone, and you are here on this channel, and it means that you have woken up, and it means that you can get accurate information, and it means that you, of course, you have to see if this applies to you, and so on, because I'm talking in general, so everything might not apply for everyone. But yeah. And the frustration of seeing that siblings are still, even as adults, like high-age adults, are still playing into her family trance. It's a massive frustration. And sometimes people wake up at different times, and other times the trauma and the defenses are so extensive that it's really it's perhaps too much to expect. I'm not saying that you expect it either, but realistically, a lot of people will never want to be able to face this. But saying that, of course, everyone is responsible for their actions. So your siblings are deep inside somewhere. They do know what's going on, and they are continuing this. But looking at it like, how much is a mother who's narcissistic willing to sacrifice everyone for her and a whole family and everyone's needs just so that she can get what she wants? So healing yourself is a real desire that you have, and someone to listen who has experienced the same kind of childhood trauma. I think you really know what you need here. I think that you're really listening to videos such as this, educating yourself, like piecing together the trauma. When you're listening, perhaps other videos as well will really speak something that perhaps until now hasn't been worded or unspoken before. So, and that integrates that part, that helps you connect with that part inside of you that previously you could not connect to, you could not have the words for, and so on. So it's undoing of and it's a very different position to what your siblings have, and society in general, and all this talk about wonderful mothers and so on. So finding, like you say, finding people who are really understand from the inside. There are these people. They are here. That is where you can find what you truly desire, which is peace of mind. Don't we all in this situation want to have peace of mind from our mothers that we have had our entire lives, with all the toxicity, all the drama, all the lacks, all the negligence, all the abuse, with everything? We all want to have that peace, and you can find it through truth, through authenticity, through even through connecting with your pain. On the other side of that is your truth, is peace. So if you want my help with this, then I offer a 12-week healing journey where I give you a framework that I use personally, that I've learned over, that I've really studied like over several years, and I give you, I show you what that is like, so that you can really understand injuries, your injuries, how you developed, and how you can step into connection with who you truly are and heal. And we also talk about, there's a community, we talk about all these different aspects that we face from the effects this has had upon us, and other recognizing between us things that are common, and it's a really good thing. So if you're interested in that, you are really welcome to find the link that is in the description of this video. And if it's starting now in June, and if you are too late, then you just send me an email and make sure that I know to put you on the wait list for the next time. So you're really welcome. There's also a self-invalidation quiz that can help you as well. Stop invalidating yourself like you've been invalidated from day one by your mother, so that you don't perpetuate this injury in relationship to yourself, and then others start doing it to you as well, or continue doing it to you as well. That's also healing. And that's in the description of this video too. So then you also come into my email community, and you can find more out about what kind of help I can offer to you if you're interested in that. So, and if you're not interested in that, that's fine. I still hope you got something good from this video, and if you did, then please consider liking, subscribing, or commenting, because I love your comments. I really appreciate them. Okay, all the best to you. Bye bye.